Hi, are you picking up, placing an order?
Restaurants feel like home for Ken Wan.
To go, it would be my goal to show you what my family enjoys to eat.
The kitchen is where he has always found his family.
I think in the end of the day, like food and cooking is very much intertwined with our family in general.
Ken owns Meta Asian Kitchen with his wife, Doris.
And when I see this dish, I think of a culmination of two families coming together and putting something on a plate that's delicious.
A dish they've created for Denver's first Mile High Asian Food Week, and their menu are inspired by the people closest to them.
Stuff that my mom made or Doris's dad makes, stuff that kind of come through from our family traditions. And I want to keep that tradition alive, you know?
I think it goes even deeper than that.
Joanne Liu, Ken's sister, says Chinese food is not just about her culture.
It symbolizes family, and it's a way that we show love and care for one another. It kind of brings me back to being raised in a family who owned a Chinese restaurant.
For 20 years, Joanne and Ken's parents owned a Chinese takeout spot.
They were immigrants to this country, and really it was their way to like put food on our table, put shelter over our heads, and really care for us, and really wanted us to succeed.
Food was always a big deal to me, but my parents never wanted me to pursue it because obviously they wanted me to be like a doctor, engineer, a lawyer, typical Chinese immigrant stuff, you know?
Ken still decided to follow his heart into the restaurant business. And Joanne also found a way to celebrate food, culture, and community.
I want to engage in joy. I want to engage in celebration of the Asian culture and Asian foods. And this is how I'm engaging with what's going on today.
She's the founder of Mile High Asian Food Week.
Because I think oftentimes people think, oh, there's no Asian food here, there's no good Asian food. And like, granted, like, yeah, it's not the same as the coastal cities like New York City or San Francisco, but there's good Asian food here, and really want the chance to elevate those businesses.
It's a way to shine a spotlight on the diverse Asian American Pacific Islander food scene she says has been growing in the Denver metro.
They all have their own story about like why they cook the foods they cook, why they started their businesses, all of that. And a lot of times it's about family. It's about their culture, it's food they grew up on.
So far, 48 restaurants are signed up, including her brother's.
Like, man, like my mom made something so good, but she doesn't know how much to use.
And a food truck called Pho King Rapidos.
It's never like a recipe. It's like, you put about this much in, you put this much in.
Owner Long Nguyen takes a lot of inspiration from family, including his mother, who also measures with her heart.
A lot of the recipes, a good part of the base, or even like specials, are from her.
Long says his menu is Vietnamese at its core.
Right here is our sticky icky wings. It's our take on the canh gà nước mắm.
But with an added twist.
So it's like almost like like pho in a sandwich form.
Inspired by special moments in his life.
It's an influence from like being at home with my family, and then like living in New York with my wife, and then every day her and I just thinking about like what can we do differently,
He hopes to share his food with the wider community while making his parents proud.
You want to take everything, all the hard work that they did, and then make sure that like you're taking every opportunity they gave you to do something with it.
Through food,
I'm gonna toss it right into the wok.
They're all carrying on a legacy, lovingly passed down by family.
To see that not only am I successful here, but I'm happy in doing what I do, I think to her, it gives her some validation that she was a great mom. You know?
With photojournalist Mark Zaletta,
Top it with a little bit of scallion.
Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
You want some Mile High Asian food now?
I'm so hungry watching that.
Really look good.
I love that though, the passing on the generations and honoring the recipes of the past.
Yeah, and it seems like they're growing because both the operations that Courtney featured there are going to be opening their brick and mortar locations a little bit later this year.
Don't forget, Mile High Asian Food Week starts today. It ends Sunday.